OnePlus has just recently launched one of its most amazing device, OnePlus 7 Pro. And this time, instead of being called a flagship killer, people are actually considering it as a flagship itself. Talking about flagships, S10 Plus has been in the talks for a long time now. Even though being a top-notch flagship, it has now got a strong competitor, and that's OnePlus 7 Pro. Let's begin the battle of two great competitors. As of build quality, both of them have glass back, and no doubt both feel premium in hand. Both the devices have curved screens. OnePlus 7 Pro comes up with protection of Gorilla Glass 5, whereas S10 Plus comes up with the latest Gorilla Glass 6. Talking about display, 7 Pro has an immense 6.67 inches Quad HD display, and S10 Plus comes up with 6.4 inches QHD display. Both the phones have AMOLED technology. The fingerprint scanner is present within the display in both the devices. OnePlus 7 Pro comes up with optical fingerprint scanner, whereas S10 Plus comes up with ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, which is considered a bit more secure. Moving towards back of the phone, both the phones have a triple camera setup. OnePlus 7 Pro has a 48 megapixel primary lens, 8 megapixel telephoto lens, and a 16 megapixel wide-angle lens. On the other hand, S10 Plus has a setup of 12 megapixel primary lens, 12 MP telephoto lens, and a 16 MP wide-angle lens. Here are some camera sample shots. You can notice a punch hole cutout for front camera on the corner of screen in S10 Plus, whereas OnePlus 7 Pro have an all-screen display and a selfie camera is a motorized pop-up camera here. And as of front camera in S10 Plus, you get a dual camera setup of 10 plus 8 megapixel, and whereas in OnePlus 7 Pro, you get a 16 megapixel pop-up selfie shooter. Talking about RAM and internal storage, OnePlus 7 Pro comes up with 3 variants, that's 6GB of RAM, 128GB of internal storage, and the other two pairs are 8 and 256, 12 and 256. And on the other hand, S10 Plus comes up with these variants, that's 8GB of RAM, 128GB of internal storage, 8GB, 512GB, and lastly 12GB and a whopping 1TB of storage. Moving towards internals, OnePlus 7 Pro is powered by latest Snapdragon 855 processor, and Samsung run on its own chipset, that's Exynos 9820. On a software note, OnePlus 7 Pro runs on Oxygen OS with Android 9 Pie built on it, whereas Samsung runs on its latest and refreshed One UI, which is being appreciated over its last OS, that's TouchWiz. S10 Plus holds the advantage of having a 3.5mm headphone jack, but sadly which OnePlus 7 Pro doesn't. Talking about battery, with OnePlus you get a 4000 mAh with 30W rapid charging technology, and with S10 Plus you get a 4100 mAh battery with a 15W fast charging. You get an IP68 dust and water resistant rating with S10 Plus, which you do not get with OnePlus 7 Pro. You get a support of wireless charging with S10 Plus. Not just wireless charging, but even the reverse wireless charging. That is, you can charge up the another phone which supports wireless charging with S10 Plus. And these features are simply not present in OnePlus 7 Pro. So guys, in this video, we just had a little bit comparison between the specifications of both the phones together. Hope you liked the video, and yes, if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off.